The Chosen One, you are chosen to hear God's voice. The Chosen One, these words are not spoken lightly, nor are they meant for everyone. In this vast world, filled with countless voices and distractions, very few are truly able to hear the gentle, persistent call of the divine. You, reading these words at this precise moment, are among the rare souls who have been chosen to receive a message that transcends ordinary experience. Not everyone is granted this privilege. It is a sacred gift, a sign that your heart and spirit have been awakened to something greater than yourself. Pause for a moment and consider the circumstances that have brought you here. Perhaps you have felt a longing for meaning, a quiet yearning that the noise of daily life could never quite silence. Maybe you have faced trials that seemed insurmountable, or moments of loneliness when the world felt distant and cold. In those times, you may have wondered if anyone truly understood your struggles, if there was a purpose to your pain, or if you were simply drifting through life without direction. Yet, here you are, drawn not by accident, but by the gentle hand of providence, to listen to a message crafted especially for you. God's voice is not always loud or dramatic. It does not thunder from the heavens or shake the earth beneath your feet. Instead, it often comes as a whisper, a quiet assurance that you are seen, known, and loved beyond measure. To hear this voice requires more than just open ears. It demands an open heart, a willingness to set aside skepticism and fear, and a readiness to believe that you are worthy of divine attention. Many will pass through life without ever recognizing this invitation, but you have been awakened, chosen to receive and respond to God's call. As you read these words, let your soul become still. Set aside your worries and distractions, and allow yourself to be fully present in this sacred moment. This is not a coincidence, nor is it mere chance. It is a divine appointment, a moment of grace designed specifically for you. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are cherished, valued, and called by name. The message that follows is not for the masses, it is for you, the one who has been chosen to hear, to understand, and to act. Before we continue, I invite you to pause and reflect. Take a deep breath, close your eyes, and open your heart to the possibility that God is reaching out to you right now. If these words resonate with you, if you feel a stirring within your spirit, consider showing your support by liking and subscribing, so you never miss another message from above. More importantly, prepare yourself to receive what comes next, for the words you are about to hear have the power to awaken, inspire, and transform your life in ways you may never have imagined. Are you ready to continue and receive the next part of this divine message? The Chosen One, God's message of awakening and companionship. The Chosen One. In this very moment, God is drawing near to you with a message of awakening, a call that speaks directly to your spirit, cutting through the noise and distraction of everyday life. In a world where uncertainty can cast long shadows and the pressures of existence sometimes feel overwhelming, God's gentle presence is a steadfast companion, a source of comfort and strength that never wavers. You are never truly alone, even when it seems that way. God is with you, watching over you, and guiding you through every trial and triumph. Recall those times when your heart has felt heavy, when confusion or fear clouded your vision and hope seemed just out of reach. It is precisely in those moments that God's message becomes most vivid and necessary. His voice, though often subtle, is persistent, a quiet reassurance that whispers to your soul, reminding you that you are loved, valued, and never forgotten. This message is not for those who are indifferent or distracted. It is for you, the one who has been chosen to awaken to the reality of God's constant presence. Today, God's message to you is clear and profound. I am with you, always have been, and always will be. This is not a hollow promise, but a living truth that has sustained countless generations through every kind of hardship and joy. When you open your heart to this truth, you begin to notice the many ways God's love is at work in your life. Sometimes in the kindness of a stranger, sometimes in the beauty of a sunrise, or in the quiet peace that follows a storm. Each of these moments is a gentle reminder that God is actively guiding your steps and shaping your journey. You may wonder why you have been chosen to receive this message at this point in your life. The answer lies in your willingness to listen, to seek, and to believe. So many people move through life with closed hearts, never pausing to consider the possibility of divine guidance or the power of faith. But you, the Chosen One, have been awakened to a higher purpose, a calling that goes beyond personal ambition and connects you to something eternal and unchanging. God's message is not meant to be kept hidden or locked away within your heart. It is a gift to be shared, a light to be passed on to others who may be struggling in darkness. As you receive these words, let them inspire you to reach out with compassion, to offer encouragement, and to become a vessel of God's love in the world. Your journey is not just about your own growth, but about becoming a source of grace and hope for those around you. Take a moment now to reflect on the ways God has already been present in your life, even when you may not have realized it. Remember the times you were protected from harm, the unexpected blessings that arrived just when you needed them, and the inner strength that carried you through adversity. Each of these experiences is evidence of God's faithful presence, a testament to His promise that you are never abandoned. As you continue on this path, let your heart remain open to further messages from God. Pray for wisdom, discernment, and the courage to act on the guidance you receive. Trust that, even in moments of silence or uncertainty, God is working behind the scenes for your good. His love is constant, His grace is sufficient, and His plans for you are filled with hope and purpose. Before we move to the next section, pause once more. Allow these words to settle deep within your soul. Ask yourself, how has God been present in my life, even when I did not recognize it? What is He calling me to do now, as the chosen one? Take a moment to pray, to listen, and to prepare your heart for the final part of this divine message. Are you ready to receive the concluding section of God's message? The Chosen One, living with God's presence every day. The Chosen One. As you reach this final part of the message, let the truth of God's presence become the foundation of your daily life. The journey you are on is not meant to be walked alone. Each step is accompanied by a divine presence that brings meaning, courage, and hope, even in the most ordinary moments. You are called not just to believe in God's nearness, but to live each day with the awareness that He is guiding, supporting, and loving you unconditionally. Embracing God's guidance every morning. As you open your eyes to a new day, remember that God's guidance is available to you. When you face decisions, whether great or small, pause and invite God into the process. Trust that He will illuminate your path, giving you wisdom and clarity when the way forward seems uncertain. Even when you make mistakes or encounter setbacks, God's grace is there to lift you up and redirect your steps. Begin each day with a moment of prayer, asking for guidance and strength. Set aside time to be still and listen for God's gentle voice in your heart. Move forward with confidence, knowing that God is with you, even when you cannot see the outcome. Sharing God's love. Your calling as the chosen one is not just to receive God's love, but to share it generously with others. Every interaction is an opportunity to reflect God's compassion, kindness, and forgiveness. When you encounter someone in need, let your words and actions become a living testimony of the love you have received. By doing so, you become a beacon of hope, spreading light in places where darkness once prevailed. Offer encouragement to those around you, speaking words that uplift and inspire. Reach out to those who are struggling, offering a listening ear or a helping hand. Let go of resentment and extend forgiveness. Just as you have been forgiven, trusting in God's plan. There will be times when life feels overwhelming, when prayers seem unanswered, and when doubts creep in. In those moments, remember that God's plan is greater than your understanding. Trust that every challenge has a purpose, and that even in pain, God is working for your good. Surrender your worries to Him, and allow His peace to fill your heart. Reflect on the blessings in your life, keeping a journal of the ways God has been faithful. Surround yourself with others who share your faith and can support you on your journey. Hold on to the promise that God's love never fails, and that brighter days are ahead. A final invitation as you conclude this message. Take a moment to thank God for choosing you, for awakening your spirit, and for walking beside you every step of the way. Let gratitude fill your heart, and let your life become a living prayer, daily offering of faith, hope, and love. Remember, you are never alone. God is with you now and always. Are you ready to embrace this truth and live each day as the chosen one, guided by God's presence and empowered by His love?